You want a hot take right now? This is based on
What you
nothing. It's
got?
just based on a feeling. You bring up Tom Thibodeau. One more year
Yeah.
left on his contract. One more year left. And I feel like this next season will be his last season. But I feel like he won't go out on bad terms. I just feel like the Knicks will realize that we've hit our ceiling. Thank you, Tom Thibodeau, for doing such a great job. This is no shade at you. You've helped us build a culture here, but we want to take that next step, and we don't think having you as a head coach would achieve that goal. So I just feel like Tom Thibodeau, I feel like this is his last season, man. I just get that feeling that the Knicks are going to go the Golden State route. You know what the Golden State did with Mark Jackson? They got rid of him. They bringing in fresh young new cat in there, Steve Kerr, and then he turned everything around. Whether that's guys on the bench, Johnny Bryant, who knows? But at some point, the Knicks are just going to simply be like, thank you, man, but we got to move on. That's my little hot take. I don't know. Could be wrong.
You know, I actually agree with you. I actually agree with you because I mean, sadly, that's kind of been the history when it comes to Tibbs. He gets you, really, really close,
Yeah.
and then it takes something else to get you to that next level. So what do you think? Would Tibbs go to maybe like a front office type of role?
It could be. The Knicks can be like, hey, we want to move you into some type of front office role. The Knicks can simply be like, hey, coaching, we want to go in a different direction. We want to go younger. We want to go to someone who relates to the players better. Maybe they'll hire, like I said, a Johnny Bryant. They'll hire within. Maybe they'll just move Thibodeau to the front office position and just go that route. But I just feel like if this season goes, same thing. We win a lot of 45 to 50 games, first, second round of the playoffs, and Tom Thibodeau's extension, they haven't extended him yet. And you see what these coaches are getting. So, it was a good point that you made. I feel like they would do that to, kind of ease everything. They'll be like, no, we don't want you leaving, but we just want you getting out of being a head coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. Thibodeau always said the Knicks coaching job was a dream for him. Obviously he's realized that dream. He's had success here. I could see them moving him into the front office and somebody like you said, Johnny Bryant taking over.
Yeah.
Somebody young, somebody with fresh ideas. That'd be that's interesting, man. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches also available. A lot of good coaches out there that we can sign that have Knicks ties at that. So,
Yeah.
that's something to watch out for.
Coach here in the chat says maybe they are saving it for him. He said we still don't have a GM position. When Perry was here, it was still Leon, it was still Rosas, it was a lot of voices. Every time you hear Begley and all these reporters, they say a lot of voices in the Knicks front office. There's a lot of voices. So that could be it. They could be just saving that position for Thibodeau, just move him in there and, hire Johnny Bryant, man. He's been sitting there on the bench for a while now. I feel like I want to give Bryant a chance before I give someone else a chance. I really do.
Yeah.
I like Bryant.
Yeah, I mean, there were teams that were interested in Johnny Bryant, and luckily he stayed with the Knicks, and that's a good point that coach brought up there. I mean, Thibodeau does have experience. When he was with Minnesota, I believe, didn't he have some sort of a
Yeah, that he
coach
was in control.
slash?
I think he controlled that Jimmy Butler and a Jimmy Butler trade to Minnesota. I think he controlled,
Yeah,
like, he pushed
so
that button. So he's
yeah, he had some power out there. So it's not like it's not beneath him to go into the front office, per se. So who knows? Maybe that's where this goes. I would love to see Johnny Bryant as the coach.
Yeah, he's been on our bench, man. He's been solid, man. You see him in Thibodeau's ear after every timeout, possession, just going up to Thibodeau. He's learning, man. I love Johnny Bryant.